Are you coming? I am sorry that we were late. Sorry that we kept you waiting. It is not my fault. The both girls, it's hard to, like, we walk through people and it's like, I can't. So that's why Shay is up there. She will take all of your questions. I'm proud of our guys. It's a good Valpo team. They're gonna win. They're gonna win games this year. Coach Powell does a nice job. I've known him for a long time, and he runs good stuff. And he's got great pace, and he's got physical players. I thought our guys came out with tremendous energy from the get-go, and I felt like they functioned pretty well. And we're making progress. We got a long way to go. We got to get way, way better. But it was a good night for us, and proud of what we did.
Mark, how pleased were you with not only making the first 6 shots of the game, but it seemed like they really kept the focus defensively at the other end too, and really made it hard to kind of set the tone early on both sides.
Yeah, we're trying to live on the defensive end. It's hard. It's hard to guard. It is really challenging, and this team really challenging because their pace, they're just continuous movement, and they do a nice job at it. And so I thought we were. We knew we were going to be really challenged with our gap defense. We talked about this. We were really poor in the exhibition game against Georgetown. And they had great movement off the ball. We were much better with our gap integrity and all of our gap concepts against Nichols, but they were more stationary, more just space, so it makes it easier. And then with Valpo, they really challenge you with a ton of movement. I thought our guys did better. I thought our bottoms were solid for a lot of the game. I thought BG in particular, they really count on their duck game to take you out of rotation. I thought BG managed it incredibly well. He didn't get sealed. He danced with his feet the whole time. He was able to release and get to the bottom when he needed to. He was active in the monster, and so he was an example of the guys doing pretty well there. So I was really proud of the guys' defensive effort. We had some lapses, which I'd like us to keep this standard every single possession for the rest of our lives, and that's our goal. But I was proud of the effort.
Mark, obviously a tremendous performance from Malachi tonight with 18 and 10. I guess just first off, what makes him such an effective rebounder? He obviously has the size, but there's so many other intangibles that go into that from your vantage point. And secondly, just his progression as a freshman, 2 games in, having a double-double, seemingly matching up well against guys who are much more veteran and older than him. Just what goes into that from his perspective?
I was really proud of him today. As a freshman, just in his second game, there's so much going on. Like, there's so much of life also. There's just all the things. And, like all of our guys, he's dealing with 1,000 different distractions, but he was able to come on the floor tonight and really focus. And I think he's got a physicality that might be surprising. Actually, I think when you look at him, I think you expect he's gonna feel a certain way when you actually make contact with him. But I think he's way stronger. I think he's doing an unbelievable job rebounding out of his area. I think he's determined. He's usually one of our best percentage hit and go get and wedge guys. Like it's his consistent effort, I think, that's really, really functional for him on the glass. So he's been our best rebounder on both sides of the ball pretty consistently from the very get-go. So he's taking that challenge really seriously, and it's fun to watch him grow. And he's young. He's gonna have ups and downs, but his ceiling is really, really high, and he had a huge impact. I was most proud of. When he did get the ball in the post, he had a tendency to attack baseline. He was really disciplined tonight about attacking middle, and he was really patient with the bounce. Like, he was squeezing the extra dribbles and really just kind of working to get to his spot. He got a couple shots blocked, and then in the second half went to the rip through, the step through, it's just like exactly how you respond when people overplay in your left shoulder. And so I thought the way he calculated the game was really good. So I'm proud of him. You think probably the most important thing, he's a 3 assist, 0 turnover guy for a freshman big that had a ton of usage, and I don't think you see that very often.
Mark, you had 10 guys between 15 and 24 minutes, similar to the Purdue game when you talked about spreading the minutes, bringing the points. It reminded you of your 96 team if they could be that selfless. I'm just curious, what can you do to ensure that's how this team progresses, or maybe what has to happen in the locker room to make sure it progresses and stays like this the rest of the way?
It's an everyday. It's going to be an everyday, all year long endeavor, and it is. It's going to be a constant focus and a constant topic of conversation. I think we can play so much harder. I talked to the team and the staff about this. I don't ever want someone to take the ball inside line out of bounds and just have an uncontested catch. We have enough bodies and enough energy and enough talent to contest every single possession, every single second of the entire game. And I think we can wear on guys. I don't have a final possession count, but it was pretty high tonight, and they helped us because they were willing to really run up and down too. But we'd like to make these games as many possessions as we possibly can. And if the team chooses to slow us down, then we'd like to make it. We'd like to make the intensity level of every individual possession so high, and we need each other to do it. I actually felt like we had fatigue on the floor, and you think about it. Our highest minutes was Colin Chandler at 23 minutes. Otegi at 20, Malachi at 20, Mo at 20, Jasper at 21. Everybody else under 20, so our highest minutes guy was 23, and I still felt like we had fatigue on the floor. And so it's a credit to our guys for playing so hard, but I'd like to play harder and harder and harder. I think we can do it, and I think we squeeze more into every single minute of the game, and I think it feeds everybody.
Coach, you guys had Jalen Lowe return tonight. How important was that? And how important is it to have him back and get some other guys in some more natural positions? We saw Colin be able to be off the ball more. Just how important was it for him and the other guys on the team?
I thought Jalen was great. He's a 5-0 guy, right? On his first game in a Kentucky uniform, and he comes and he's 5-0 off the bench. It's really impressive. He can get wherever he wants to go on the floor, and that means a lot to us. That really has a huge function for our team. I thought he was terrific defensively. He made an unbelievable saving play in transition one possession. The rest of the team just wasn't there to help him, but I think he's a difference maker for us. He's going to be massively important in this team. He's got a ton of experience, and he's just cat quick and get wherever he wants, and that's going to be important for us.
Mark, over here. I know obviously the percentages weren't where you wanted them to be 3-point shooting wise in those two exhibitions in the opener. So to finish up with 40%, and at one point you were 7 for 11 to start the game. Just how important for the team's confidence was it to see that those threes fall like that?
I don't. So you guys will be upset with me. We don't spend a lot of time talking about our 3-point percentage. We talk about and I know that's unconventional, but for us, a lot of times the offense starts when we shoot it. It's not a finish, and so we're just focused on attempts. So we might have a game where we shoot 11%, we should win that game, and we might have a game where we shoot 40%, we should win that game. It's just baked into the cake. The 3-point shot is the beginning of a possession. It's the beginning of an opportunity for us. It's not the ending. And so I mean, we shot it well tonight. 11 for 28. And that's fine. And I still am frustrated we're not getting up more. We just got to find a way to get over this 30 mark.
Looking ahead a little bit, I don't think we'll talk to you before the Louisville game, so just with a top 15 matchup looming, do you have any early thoughts on that one?
Yeah, it's the biggest game. The nice thing for us is every game is the biggest game we've ever played, and so this is in-state rivalry games are always fun and exciting, and so we can't wait to get to it. We gotta get through the autopsy of this game and take from what we can learn, and then we'll jump into that tomorrow. But it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, everything comes so fast. We're going to be in New York a week after next, which someone told me that yesterday. I was like, wow, it seemed like it was months away. So it's just great game after great game after great game, and this is certainly a big one, just like they all are. So we'll finish up this deal and then get to that, and can't wait to get out and play.
Hey Coach, right over here. Jalen Lowe finally got to see the court for the first time. What did you see from him, and do you have any timeline on when he could possibly start and play without caution to his right shoulder?
Yeah, Well, that's gonna be a work in progress for sure. But man, he looks sharp. You know, it's just he had two corners, one in the first half, a same side, left side corner where he just like came. I mean, it's most of us mere mortals dream about being able to move on the floor as quickly as he can, and then just spray it the way he can. So he had an unbelievable play to draw a power play and then find, I think it was Colin in the corner in the first half, and then in the second half he threw that left-handed hook pass. I think it was to Colin again, maybe the first one was to Colin, to Denzel, first one, yeah, and he just is got unbelievable vision. He just throws lasers, darts everywhere. They're on time, on target passes. Something we don't talk about a lot, but it's NBA level. One of the difference between college guys and NBA guys is college guys get in the lane and then they kind of see and they deliver a pass to an area. J-Lo is delivering passes right into the pocket, and they're 35-foot hook laser passes, right? And it's off the move. It's just really impressive. I don't think there's a lot of players in college basketball that can make the plays he makes. And so, earning us really good shots is pretty special. A bunch of our guys were great hitting the roll tonight, but he was a big part of that. I thought he exerted terrific. He just brings so much to the game. So he'll open this game up for us and make it a little bit easier, and that's important.
Last one in the back.
Coach, you flipped it on us at Family Media Day, so I'm going to flip it on you. I think we want to hear what your daughter thought about the game and how you did coaching tonight.
I think my dad did a really good job. And we won, so I'd say that's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, let's go. I like that. I'm pretty sure that she doesn't have enough gas to get home tonight, so she's just saying that so I can fill up her car. Guys, thanks. Have a great night.
Players are available in the back.